All right, I want to introduce a new product we have which dramatically reduces the time to cut the tracks, and it also gives you the cleanest lines so that when we're making corner pieces, that it reduces the size of the potential gaps that might be seen between the tracks. So we've created these track cutting templates which come in a convenient bag like this, and we have a track cutting template, one for each of the 6 track sizes that we offer, or track types. We even have one that can be used for cutting our peak piece so that we can get the light nice and centered at the top of the peak. So let me go into this bag and I'll show you what we have inside. These templates will make it easy to place lines on each of the tracks. We won't need to use the speed square anymore. And we can draw lines and then cut the tracks either with a saw or some metal shears like this. So starting off with the 2-piece channel track, we have our track cutting template here. And all you do is you place it over top. And then now we've got ourselves a 45-degree angle template that we can draw a nice clean line on. And then we can take this track and then put it under the miter saw to make sure that we're cutting exactly where we need to. I can hold this in here, draw my line, and then now I've got my 45 angle. So I'll make a cut, and then obviously on another section of track, I'll do the same. And so we can do 45-degree cuts on either inside corners, outside corners, and then there's also a line. If I just need to do a flat cut or a straight cut, we can do one of those as well. So this is the template that's used for making perfect corners on your 2-piece channel tracks. Next one is for the 15/16 inch track. Again, we've got the same idea. We can draw 45-degree lines, either inside or outside. And of course, you can rotate it around either way you want. And then we can also do simple straight cuts as well.
Template.
We've got one for the 1.5 inch track, and we have one for the 2-inch track.
Oh, that was a nice one.
Now, for the fascia track, this is a really tricky one. This mounts to the back side of the fascia. This one we can place on here, and now I can very easily draw my 45-degree cut right here, and then we can place it on the table for the miter saw, and we can line the blade up perfectly. If we want to do a straight cut, of course, we can use this line as well. Another track that is very difficult to cut is the drip edge track, because when it sits on the table in front of the saw, we want to make sure that we have a 45-degree angle cut with this edge sitting perfectly vertical. But if we place it on the table, of course, it tips over 20 degrees. So we have a template for this one, which we can use as a jig under the saw. So by placing this track cutting template on here, we can now draw our 45-degree line, making sure that we have it exactly where we need. Of course, we would bring this up likely onto the ladder, draw our line on the track, and then bring it down and make the cut. And so if I pull this away, you can see a nice line here, which if I line the miter saw up with, we can get a perfect 45-degree angle. And then on the second track, we would draw a 45-degree angle on this side. If you do need to make it just a straight cut, we do have a line for that as well. It's much easier to draw your lines, especially with a track that has lots of angles like this. It's much easier to do it with your template than it is to do with a speed square. One thing that I'll mention too is that when we do make the cuts on the drip edge track, when we cut it, of course, we need this edge to be perfectly vertical. What we would do is we would hold this underneath the track while we cut it, because if it's removed, it's very easy to mess up your angle against the blade. So this holds the track nice and vertical, and then once you've drawn your line, you simply move this out of the way, and then you can bring the blade down and make sure you get a nice clean cut. That is a perfect 45-degree angle. Okay, the next set of templates that we have are templates for cutting the tracks in such a way that we can use our peak piece. Again, this peak piece is placed at the top of the peak. The light can be centered, gives it a nice, clean, professional look. And then we can also trim off this plate right here to the exact pitch of the roof. And as a quick reminder, the way that these slide on is placing them, these just slide on into the track here. Let's put this in. Now you'll notice that there's a gap right here. So we need to make a cut depending on what the pitch of the roof is so that this track can slide right up against the plate right here. So I'll show you the template that we use for that. First thing to determine is the pitch that you're working with. We've got several holes here, and these are just marking points for where we need to make the cut. Now, what we need to do is place this template over top of the hole to make it centered. And let's say that we're working with a pitch that is from this corner to one of these holes. So I'll draw a little mark there, and then I'll draw a mark here. And now what I can do is I could just draw my line across here and then make a matching mark over on this side. So I know that now when I cut these up, I know that I'm going to cut this along these lines here. And now if I cut these along here, and then I go to place these onto the peak piece, I'll get the track will be perfectly aligned to this edge. So again, you just want to center the hole, figure out which pitch you're working with, basically put a mark inside one of these holes that matches your pitch, place another mark over on the corner, and then draw a line across here, and then this is the pitch that you're working with here. What this also does, by having the hole lined up onto the template, it keeps the next light the perfect distance away from the peak so that you don't end up with one of the lights being too close to the peak. You want to keep the spacing equal all the way across, even at the peak.
What I'm going to need for this one is I'm going to need a piece of wood to support the track, because instead of cutting the track flat like this, I'm going to be cutting the track like this. And because there's a lip here, I need something to support the track underneath it. So I'm going to use this. So you're marking the outside hole, and then you draw a line from the outside there, and then it's from this line to that mark there. Use a ruler, like me. A wood block for support. And then when you take your peak, slide in there like that. You even take your block of wood, hold that up there like that. I have my track on one side there. Okay. This is going to be on the other side. I'm going to mark right there for my pitch. And then I'm going to mark here. I'm drawing a line from this hole. There. Like hot butter on a cold day. But now these holes are 10 inches apart. Perfectly spaced. Perfectly marked.